Okay. So today's topic, conditional statements. First, we'll understand what is this conditional statement. The conditional statement means applying some condition and then getting the results. So when I say condition, it is a criteria where if the condition is true, then I'll get the true value. Otherwise, I'll be getting the false value. So for that, let me just open one new Excel file and then let me save this. So let's go to our folder and I'll save it as XLSM, say class 6. So save. Right. I will rename this WKS if and say Alt F11. We'll go to our editor.
Yeah.
And here I'll try to create one module. Right. So first we'll understand the syntax of it. Let's assume that in my Excel sheet I'll put 6,000. So what I need here, let's say in this cell I need the status of this. Say how if this value is greater than 5,000, here I should get high. So how to do that? Through program. In formula it's very easy. I'll say equals if this value is greater than 5,000, then I'll say high. So this is very simple. Say low, otherwise, right? Now suppose if you want this to be in a program, so I'll go here, say sub, say conditional statement, say if. So here what I'll do, first I'll take this value to one variable. Like in the previous class we learned how to use this data types. Say dim, I'll take it as int sales as integer. Now this int sales will be equals to this one, that is d5, equals double case if dot range of d5 dot value. Now what we'll do, we'll try to use this if condition. So how to use that? I'll say if int sales is greater than 5,000, then I'll say e5 double case if dot range of e5 dot value equals high. So this is in only one line I'm giving this if condition. That means if I have only one statement to be executed, I can write it in only one single statement. Alright. Now the same thing, let me run this. Fi, see? Same thing, what I can do is, if I have multiple statement, then I can use something like this. Then I have to put end if here. Here also I have only one statement, say fi, so I'll get the same result. Next one, suppose I want to get a false statement. Now suppose if I go here and put 4,000 here, this program will not run. Means it will run but it will not give me any result because there is no false statement. Now what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll say if else. Now here I'll say else. Let me copy this and I'll put it here. I'll make it as low. I'll say F5. Now I'll get this low. That means if I have true statement, I just use this if and end if, that's it. Suppose if there is low, the false statement, I'll say if else and I'll take this low. Fine. Next, suppose if you want more than one condition to be executed. Now let's say if this sales value is greater than 5,000, it should be high. If the sales value is greater than 2,000, then it should be medium, otherwise it should be low. So how to do that? So what I'll do, let me copy the same thing. I'm just trying to modify the same code. I'll say else if, and here we'll mention it as else if int sales is greater than 2,000, Then copy this, put it here, and I'll say medium. Now if I run this, see, I'll get medium. So depending on these criteria, these statements are executed. So it is very simple to remember. Say if and if. Suppose if you think that there is a false statement, then I should use this else. Suppose if there are more than one conditions to be checked, then I'll use this else if. One more thing what you have to take care is, in this if block, one if should be there, one end if should be there. Else is optional. Suppose if you think that there is a false statement, then only I should use this else statement. And again, this else statement can be only one. You cannot have multiple else statement here. If statement, this if can be only one, and else if can be any number. Right. Let's take one more example. Let's go here. I'll take one example of age, and here also status. We'll try to give some condition here. If the age is 0 to 12, then we'll say kid. Then 13 to 19, I'll say teenage. Then 20 to 40, we'll say young. 41 to 75, I'll say adult. And then above 75, let's say is old. And suppose is, if the user is entering above 100, then we'll say invalid age. So I'll give the age here. So depending on the range of values here, I should get the result like this. So for this, what I'll do, let me go back. Let's say sub get age status. We'll say dim int age as integer. Let's take this value, whatever I'm giving here, in i5. Say int age equals wcase if dot range of i5 dot y. Right. Now what we have to do, we have to put the condition here saying if int age is greater than, first we'll give with this 100, then we'll put all the conditions first, and then we'll go and write this statement. Else if int age is greater than 75, then else if int age is greater than, now we'll say greater than 40. So what we are trying to do is, we are trying to go from higher to lower. Right. Now we'll go to this range. Say else if int age is greater than 19, then the next is this one. Else if int age is greater than 12, then if all the conditions are false, then I'll go to this condition, then I'll say else int. Now what we'll do, we'll go here, we'll just give one space for writing my statements. Right. Now in this cell, that is in J5, I need to get the result depending on the value what I'm entering here. Now what I'll do, I'll just take this, I'll change it to J5, and here we'll mention the values depending on the range what you have given here. So in J5, if it is greater than 100, then it should be invalid age. So go here, say equals invalid age. Right. Let's take this and I'll put it here. If it is greater than 75, then it should be old. So I'll just mention here old. Then next, let me take this. Let me put it here. I'll say adult. Then let's paste this. So if it is greater than 19, then it should be young. If it is greater than 12, that means it will fall under teenage. Right. Then here we'll make it as kid. That's Let me give one space here so that it will be easy for you to understand. See, so what I've given here, I'm saying if it is greater than 100, then it should be invalid age. If it is greater than 75, then is old. That means from 75 to 100. If it's greater than 40, that means 41 to 75, then it should be adult. Then it is greater than 19, that means 20 to 40, it should be young. Greater than 12, that means 13 to 19, then it should be teenage. Otherwise, it should be kid. Now, if I execute this program according to this value, see, I'll get the result. Let me make it as 125. Now I should get invalid. See, let me go here and I'll enter 5. I should get kid here. Right. So I'm getting the right result. Now, suppose if someone writes a program like this. Right. In this case, I'm saying greater than 19 is young. According to the statement, it is fine, but according to the sequence, it is wrong. Now, suppose if I give 56 again, now what will happen is, see, it will go here, it will check this condition. 56 is greater than 100, it is false. It will go to the next statement. 56 is greater than 75, it is false. It will go to the next statement. 56 is greater than 19, yes. So what it will do, it will just execute this statement and it will come out. So I'm getting the wrong result here because of the improper sequence of code. Suppose if I still want something like this, then what I can do is I'll say if it is greater than 19, I'll use AND operator and I'll say int age is less than or equal to, let's say 40. It's equals less than or equal to 40. Now if I run this, see, you get the right result because here both the condition has to be satisfied, otherwise it will go to the next condition. So this is how you can build your program. Let's take one more example. So here we'll take region and then here I'll say region code. Let me type region and region code. Let's mention north, east, west, and so south. Now when I type north, I should have N, E, W, S. Let's go here and we'll try to understand this. Say if I go here and say north, I should get N here. Let's go back. We'll write a program. Say sub get region code. First, let's take this, that is which is in P5 value. Say dim. Now it is string region as string. So str region equals P5. So wks if dot range of P5 dot y. Now if I give north here, so I should get N here. So what I'll do, I'll put this condition, say if str region equals north, then else if str region equals south, then else if str region equals west, then else end. So here I'm using this, so we'll make it as east, north, east, west. If none of this, then it will go to south. Now what we'll do, we'll give the statement here, and here I'll say Q5 equals N. That means if I say north, this should be N. Let me copy this. put it here, and then we'll change the value. Say it is N. If it is east, I'll say E. Then if it is west, I'll say W. Otherwise, I'll say S. Let me run this. So I'm getting the result. Let me type east, and if I run this, I should get E. I'm getting this result. But we'll face the problem when, suppose, if someone enter northeast. Now if I run this, it will show me S. It will show me S. The reason is, it will check these three conditions. If these three conditions are not true, it will go to this false statement because it is else statement. Now we have to correct this code. So what I'll do, let me copy this and I'll put it here. I'll rename this to 2. Then here I'll put this south also in this block with else if. I'll say south, and here I'll say S. Here we'll say invalid region. Now if I run this, see, I'll get this invalid region. So after this, if an user enters this in capital letters, then now if I run this, still I'll get invalid because the text what I'm trying to search here and what the value is given here are not same. So here I'll get invalid region. So how to rectify this? So whenever you're using this text, let me go here, I'll put it here, put this 3, and what I'll do is when I'm taking this str region, I'll make it as U case. What this U case will do is it will convert the value into uppercase. Now while searching, I'll make it as north, east, west, south. Let me give one space here. See, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to convert this into U case so that the value what I'm taking, this will become uppercase. Whether you type in smaller case or uppercase, this value will get converted into uppercase and then I'll get the value here. Now I'm trying to search, say north, east, west, south. Let me run this. F5. Now I'll get this proper result. Now let me type this as north in caps and then let me run this. F5. Fine. So now we understood. So if any values are there with this small letters or capital letters which is not matching, and I'm using the string, try to use this U case so that it will become converted into uppercase, and then I can get the results properly. Otherwise, one small change here with the cases, this will not work. So when I give this U case, the search result whatever is there, this should be searched in capital letter only. Now suppose if I put it as L case, then this has to be changed to lowercase. So these are some of the conditional statements what we have. Apart from this, we have an alternative way of using this if statement that is called as select case. I'll just put it in a separate module, the select case. So what is this select case? Let's go here. So whatever program I've written here can be converted into another form of if statement, that is select case. So select case, what it will do is when I have multiple conditions to be checked, so I can put it like a case, say case 1, case 2, case 3. So usually what will happen when I have multiple if statement, then I'll put it in a case statements. So how to use this case statement? The same program whatever we have written here, we'll try to convert that into case and we'll see how we can use this select case. So we'll take one of the examples here. We'll take this only, what we have just written. I'll just copy this and I'll put it here. Same program, how to convert this into case. Now here I'm using this if statement. Let me just comment on this and I'll show you. So first what I'll do, I'll take this region and then the value is assigned to this region. Here I'll say select case str region, and I'll say end select. After this, I have to put the case. Say case north, then case east. So I have to put all the conditions here. Say case west and say case south. And I can also give case else. So these are the steps. Like what I gave, if str region equals north. So I'm using this case north, east, west, south. Now for this I have to give the statement. I'll go here. I'll just put the statement like this. Yes. I'll say if it is north, I'll say N. If it is east, I'll say E. If it is west, I'll say W. If it is south, I'll say S. Press caps. E W S. And this one I'll say invalid. Same thing like what we have done here. So here I'm just taking with the cases. Now if I say FI, I'll get the same results. So any program when you see that there is multiple conditions, then I can use this select case. The syntax is select case and the condition. This is the variable what I'm checking with the condition, and this value will be checked with all the cases. If any of these cases are true, then that case will be executed. Now if any of the cases are not true, and it will go to the default statement, that is false statement, and it will execute this else statement. So this is what we have in if statement or say conditional statement.